Yeah,
Nothing?
I could hear you. I could hear you.
Can you hear yourself like right now? Like if I
No,
talk or
I can't.
anything? Okay. So it's damn, this shit's gonna
Hold
be
on.
rough.
Let me see. All right, hold on. We are streaming. It's just a matter of seeing how it sounds.
Dude, you sound terrible.
Hold on.
There, now I can hear you. Let me see. Let me turn down this. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No, I need the rig. Okay, use this device. Okay, okay. All right, hold on. Hold on a second. Mic check. Check, check. Can you hear me? I can't hear you, bro.
Hold up, people.
Technical difficulties. There you go. Now I can hear you. Yo. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Is that me echoing in the background? Shit. Okay. Yeah, I yeah. Well, first, no. Uh, we gotta we gotta pin the first comment hashtag audio messed up hashtag fire producer. Ah, can you guys hear him? The audio keeps fucking with us over here. The audio it's it's the what's it called, like I said, the audio engineer this time. The we're gonna cut the producer some slack. The video tech guy, we're gonna cut him some slack. But audio guy, audio guy. For sure. I'll kick it off. So today's episode right here, what we're gonna be talking about today is now we're gonna I'm gonna have to even pull out my tinfoil hat. This is more of a tinfoil hat session
To
for
figure out all
everybody
the hot
to
free
figure out
agents
all the
that are
hot
out there,
free
man.
agents that are
Sizzling
out there,
hot.
man.
Where
Sizzling
you
hot.
where you can
Where
think
you
of
want,
certain
where you
places
can
where
think
a
of
certain
certain
player could
places where
go.
a certain
Doesn't
player
matter.
could go.
We talking
Doesn't
about
matter.
Deshaun
We
Watson.
talking
We
about
talking about
Deshaun Watson. We talking about
Wilson. We
Russell
talking about Dak
Wilson. We
Prescott. We
talking
talking
about
about
Dak
J.J.
Prescott. We
Watt.
talking about
And
J.J. Watt,
some scrub ass
and
players out there,
some
like
scrub
your
ass
boy
players out
Juju
there, like
Smith
your
Schuster
boy Juju
and that
Smith
kind of
Schuster,
bum ass.
and that kind of bum
So
ass. So I'm still waiting on them to say something. Still waiting on them to say something. But but who me? Who me? Anyways,
Anyways,
without
so
further ado or anything
without
like
further
that,
ado or anything like
first
that,
one we're gonna get
the
into.
first one we're gonna get into. Should I get into it
Or
right
should I wait
away,
for you?
or should I wait for you?
'Cause I kind of want to wait. I
Because I
want to
kind
wait
of
for
want to
your
wait.
opinion, but
I
at the
want to
same
wait
time,
for
I
your
got people
opinion,
right
but at
here.
the same time, I got
I
people right
love
here.
to hear that.
I love to hear that.
So
So
shit.
shit.
We ain't no.
We ain't no we both the face of the franchise, dude. If it ain't one, not one does not work without the other, dude. That's why we work like the Infinity Gauntlet, dude. One can't work without the other. I need you just as much as you need me here, bro. I know, right? So he's saying that now you guys can probably now see him in a little bit crystal clear view with 4K. So he started laughing over there with y'all. But if you guys can hear him, just go ahead and throw a little message in there for us. Let me know if you guys can hear him. If not, um, like I said, I'll keep. Yeah. So without further ado, let's start off on the whole Deshaun Watson theory. And the best one that I heard the other day, I talked to one of my buddies, and he knows what's up. So there's a team out there that decided to actually put the face of the franchise on the table with the possibility of three number one picks right there. That one, my friends, you're looking at Carolina Panthers. They're looking to get rid of the franchise, Christian
If they hear
McCaffrey.
me, man, that's a sad thing that's going on. There you go. Ooh. I mean, it's not my mic, but it's what I'm working with right now. I'm gonna figure out this whole mic situation, but now I'll be able to interact with you guys closely. So, yeah, I heard about that. You're the one who told me that. I don't know. I wouldn't sell the whole
Yeah.
barn, to be quite honest.
Well, that's not necessarily true because, hey, with an up and comer with Mike Davis now emerging, hey, it, do, it does kind of seem now a little bit more. You have that little extra leeway now to move into that where it could actually work. It could work in your favor if you're Carolina because now then you get that quarterback that you want.
There you go. That seems a little bit better, right?
You get your franchise quarterback that you want,
I mean,
and you
it's
have a
crazy
run game
because I
still.
hear a lot of analysts saying that they would now trade CMC, which I think is completely. I You didn't hear this a year ago or when they drafted him in his rookie year. Like it's unheard of, but we have devalued our running back so much now, bro, that like any running back could be traded at any given moment. It is crazy.
Well, see, here's the thing now. From what I've started seeing and everything like that, it's a use and abuse run system now in all the NFL. So it's about 3 to 4 years the quarterbacks really the I'm sorry about that. Running backs are used and then they get just tossed right out. It all started. So to me, I started noticing that more when I'm pretty sure a lot of people, if they're Cowboy fans, they know about Marion the Barbarian. So Marion Barber, when he started having like 3, 4 good seasons, he got paid with Dallas, and look what happened. Same thing goes with DeMarco Murray. Let's see, Matt Forte is another running back that comes to mind thinking about that. I got Arian Foster that comes also to mind. Uh, there's a dude that Philly they picked up. Oh shit, I'm trying to remember his name. He played out in Miami, and then he went up there
Is it
to Philly,
Jaya
and then
something? Jaya,
Jay
yeah.
Ajaya,
There you
yeah,
go.
that motherfucker,
From
that
Europe.
fool too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he's another one that comes to mind like that. And so it's like, it's really hard to find running backs that'll stand the test of time right now. One of the few running backs that has stood the test of time. I give a lot of shit because he looks like a fucking ninja turtle to me. But hey, you know what? With the way he's, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure you know who I'm talking about. He looks straight up like a ninja turtle, dude. You put a red bandana on him, and he'd be like a Raphael, Michelangelo, doesn't matter. Frank Gore, for the way that he's played in the whole NFL like this. I mean, going on what almost 20 years playing in
Yeah.
the NFL, so it's pretty crazy. But yeah, no. So getting back to like I said, it's a use and abuse system. So maybe potentially, potentially you get rid of CMC and you get rid of three number ones, and it's like you basically getting back a leader. You're giving up a leader for a leader, but
future picks as well, which you know, give or take how you would feel about first rounders and all that, because for every, let's say, for every shit, who's the number one that fucking actually flourished? Oh, for every Peyton Manning, you will find Jamarcus Russell. You will, you more than likely will find Jamarcus Russell's as your number one pick,
Oh
Peyton
yeah,
Manning,
for sure.
and that's usually how that's why there's the NFL draft, the combines, and all that, where they pass all. Let's see if they pass the eye test, and if they can pass how it's going to be like to be rigorously training into the NFL.
Mhm.
And they do all sorts of crazy ass testing to get into it, and then when they pass the, usually it's they pass the eye test and like college ball when like you playing like the CFB champ when you're always playing in the championship games. So to me, it's always been a lot of Alabama players that are always looked at, a lot of Clemson players are always being looked at, a lot of Auburn players are
Yeah.
being looked at from what I've seen
Auburn is
a
a
lot
lot of sleepy
lately.
defensive players. That's where my boy Brown came from, down tackle out of Carolina. So Auburn has
Oh, don't, hold on, I'm also dissing LSU, but yeah, the LSU's up there too.
uh, and I think, like we said, if the Panthers don't have to give up anybody on the defensive side, I'll take that bet. You get me? Give me Deshaun Watson. You'll take CMC in 3 picks. But with that being the case, I hope like every analyst is predicting that there's Zach Wilson to go number two. I hope he goes number two because Zach Wilson, I had
I
Zach
hope not.
Wilson in a Houston Texans system.
Oh, he's gonna be garbage. That team's just a dumpster fire, waiting to happen, dude.
Exactly.
Well, it now Houston Texans organ is just a dumpster fire. It's not waiting to happen. It is a dumpster fire, and it sucks that that's how it's gonna be portrayed. But that's what the foreseeable future is gonna be for
Yeah,
them.
and well, what else have you heard out there? Because I did hear that definitely that was gonna be the push. And I mean as for CMC, dang, you signed an extension contract with the Panthers, so I don't know if you have a no trade clause in your contract, but I hope
I
you
mean,
got that.
who's gonna eat who's gonna eat that cash?
The Texans, though, because they're because
Mm.
because they're
Well,
inheriting.
it all depends because it all depends because let's say what was it? Not too long ago, one of your buddies. We're not gonna say no names. I'm still waiting for him to say something or anything. Just saw that dumpster fire Jared Goff go over to Detroit. Top his supposedly came a top 5 quarterback
Mm,
in the league. How'd that go for you
it did
again?
not go so good,
Hmm.
but
And yeah, he's a dumpster fire. He's a dumpster fire wherever he lands. And as much as it pains me to hear that he landed in Detroit, because I want to see something good for Kenny Galladay. I want to see something for Swift to do. Start doing right. But it's not gonna happen. Not with Jared Goff. That thing's just gonna keep burning and burning.
and that dumpster fire over there at Houston, I mean, they messed up completely. They messed up in the coach hiring. They messed up in the GM hiring. They just messed. They've been messing up for the last decade. I think
And
so. So I mean, they
Bill Bill O- Bill O'Brien just killed that whole team once he traded DeAndre Hopkins. That was it. That was a
yeah
wrap. Everybody like, what the hell just happened?
that
Like, dude, like seriously, dude, I can pull whatever I can from my pocket and be like, here, I'll trade you this for DeAndre
yeah, they
Hopkins.
basically said, yeah, let's do it.
Yep,
And also
basically.
JJ Watt obviously being released, one of the big news. Dude, I'm excited for him, man. I don't even think we talked about that, but we all knew that it was coming, and I personally I'm hearing that. I,
Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa! You jumping the gun? I ain't done
oh
with my
you
Deshaun
ain't
Watson
done?
segment,
Okay,
homie. We ain't
okay,
even
okay.
done. No, I'm. Do you want me to go get the
Keep
tinfoil hat
going.
on
What
this
else
one?
you got? What other theories you got throwing out there?
This one would be stupid for him to take, but I'm just gonna throw out the team because we showed this team no love last time on the podcast or nothing like that, and we just completely just This team is just also garbage. They need a quarterback, and they need to get rid of the 2 quarterbacks that they have there. So how would you be able to bring Deshaun Watson? Let's see. You offer up a quarterback. You offer up your number one defensive play, or you know what? Maybe you can keep that defensive player, but offer another almost cornerstone like that, and then offer up a couple number one picks. So let's say this: you give up Trubisky, you give up Saint Nick, you give up Roquan Smith, 2 first rounders to Houston, possibly, and a second rounder, and you get Deshaun Watson in return. You find some way to keep Khalil Mack. You offer Roquan Smith because Roquan Smith's still young as fuck.
Did you cut off? Oh
No,
no!
Did you?
Because it went quiet. I thought you were gonna keep going on your rant.
No.
I
I'm just throwing it out right
I mean,
now
the
for
Bears don't even have
Chicago.
Trubisky anymore. That's the thing, you know. So you would have to off.
Well, that's why I added Saint. That's why I
I
threw Saint
mean,
Nick instead of Trubisky. Throw Saint Nick, Khalil Mack, no Roquan Smith. Throw in a couple 2 first rounders and 1 second rounder into the mix and offer it to
geez,
Houston.
but I mean,
Even though even though I know more than likely they're gonna ask for Khalil Mack. It's sort of like what was it? How the Detroit Lions first opened up the conversation with the Rams. Hey, we'll give you Stafford. The Rams are like, what do you want? We want Aaron Donald. They said, try again, motherfucker.
yeah,
That was funny, dude.
Kind of like how with the discussions that everybody seems to want Bradley Chubb, man. Like when people want to trade with Denver, like the Texans, they straight up want Bradley Chubb. Who they want
Of course, why not?
Simmons. They want, like I said, they wanted like 2, 3 first rounders and then like 2 second rounders. I was like, you out your mind, boy.
Well, we all know, like I said, we've been saying it over and over again. We said that the Houston Texans are completely out their mind. In my opinion, they're trying to overvalue what Watson is right now. But in my opinion, from what they've done and what Watson has done, when you're that disgruntled, your trade value is like people are gonna wait on
Oh
them.
yeah.
Guess what? You're gonna lose. You guys are gonna lose. You guys are gonna keep losing. He's not gonna want to play. He's gonna sit on the bench while you guys pay him.
Yeah,
Go for it. Keep losing the trade
and the
value on him.
penalty fees I think would be minimal compared to what his contract is actually worth. So if I'm Deshaun Watson, I'm like, whatever, take out some of my check. Yeah,
I'm definitely.
and the
I'm
fact
definitely sitting.
that
If I'm Watson,
they
I'm
live in
sitting.
Texas, I mean, we're talking about taxes there. They don't pay any state taxes, so they
No
only pay
taxes.
federal taxes.
No state
and,
taxes. So
I mean, Houston, you guys are basically the Houston Texans.
y'all, like I said, y'all fucked up when you let Bill O'Brien do what he did. And for you guys to release your number one wide receiver like that was fucking horrible. That was the worst trade you guys could have done. That dude, the only thing the only way that ever reminds me of any kind of other slanted ass trade that I've ever seen like that in my entire life, and it's gonna go to NBA on this one, dude. It reminds me of I don't know if you guys keep up with NBA, but it was more of the Kwame Brown for Paul Gasol trade.
Oh, I remember hearing about that. I remember everybody was like, because they were also supposed to get Marc Gasol, right? So they were. There was a lot of like you said, there was a lot of the Lakers wanted to give up ticky tacky trades.
So the Lakers gave up Kwame Brown and Marcus Gasol for Pau Gasol and gave us some cash for that. And excuse me, I drank the water too fast. And basically just robbed the NBA and they won a couple of chips because of that. So it's basically to me that Deshaun the D Hop trade was exactly something like that. They basically robbed him. They robbed him, dude. He came out and said, "Here, you don't need to rob me. I'm offering this to you. I'll like here you go, sir. Here you go,
Here's
sir.
the person, everything. That's what they basically
Give
said.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, that's another scenario where I can see,
The Twilight Zone.
with that. Yeah,
Uh,
we'll get a little crazy. Who else? Who else needs a
um,
quarterback out there? Or hey,
La
uh,
Familia needs a quarterback.
they're gonna probably, from my understanding right now, they're more in the Kirk Cousins sweepstakes. If it sounds like anything, they might swap quarterbacks and maybe
Yeah.
a pick.
The biggest name that I think that people are sleeping on, bro, is Sam Darnold, man. You know, and call me crazy, but I've been saying that you could probably see Sam Darnold either head over to the 49ers or head over with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Or to the Texans. Just because I don't like him, let
La
him go to
Familia
the
like
Texans.
Jimmy still. Not from where I mean, John Lynch likes him, but because that's John Lynch's boy. But from what I hear, Kyle Shanahan is like,
No go. Yep. Kyle Shanahan's like ready to get
yeah.
moving
And the reason why we
from
say
him.
that is because it's that Sean McVay, Jared Goff thing. It's like the GM drafted Jared Goff, and that was McVay's burden to inherit. And Shanahan told John Lynch, "Hey, go get us a quarterback because obviously we have no quarterback whatsoever to help out our team." And they managed to get Jimmy G for a bag of peanuts, and then they paid him 2 bags of peanuts.
Yeah. That's another robbery right there. That was basically yeah. Bill Belichick said, "I don't give a fuck. Take this motherfucker away from me."
Yeah,
That's
well,
essentially
from what
what
I
I saw.
hear, that Jimmy G was actually, I don't know if you heard this, but they were going to get rid of Tom Brady back in 2017.
Yeah, I heard about that, but Robert Kraft said, "Fuck no."
I don't know, man.
That was hey that was Robert Kraft pulled the Jerry Jones, except he did the right thing because they won another Super Bowl because
Oh
of
yeah.
that.
I mean, he pulled the. I mean, what if though? What if Jimmy G stayed and instead, think about this, people. They sent Tom Brady over to the 49ers for a second and third round pick. What would have happened, bro?
That shit would have not have happened.
What would have happened though?
I would
What?
I would have told you this much. I probably would have been broken every single one of my fucking PC, any kind of electronic, anything that had ESPN on it. I would have
But I'm just
broken.
saying. I'm just saying.
There
Think
was no
about that
way. There
hypothetical
was no
though.
way in hell.
What? You're playing conspiracy
There
theories.
was
You're
no
playing
way.
the tinfoil hat. Just imagine. What if Tom Brady would have gone to the San Francisco 49ers? I think we.
True. True.
Huh?
True. What Super Mario said. True. That is true. 100%.
No,
That is
that's what I'm
accurate.
saying.
That is
I
an
know.
accurate statement.
He was gonna win a chip, but I
This is
think
true.
Tom Brady would have been back-to-back Super Bowl champion with 8 rings. With that young defense, Tom Brady would have had 8 rings, not 7, 8 rings. That's my conspiracy.
I just don't want to see La Familia to win. That's it. You can call me a hater. You can call me this. You can call
you guys are
me
tied,
that.
right? You guys are tied for the rings.
Fuck the 49ers. 5-5, yeah. But it's just the rivalry that I have against the 49ers has been since the 90s. It's always been the Michael Irvin versus Deion Sanders, or Michael Irvin versus Merton
Yeah,
Hanks type of
with
deal.
Jerry Rice.
You know? And Steve Young versus
Yeah.
Troy Aikman, you know? So it's uh I hated the Niners. I hated the Bills because of the 90s. Thank God we put the fucking beat down on them all the time. Fuck the Steelers too, because of what is it, the 60s or 70s when they used to beat the shit out of the Cowboys. It was oh my bad, it was the 70s. It was the 70s where they beat the shit out of us in the Super Bowl. Thank God for karma, because we came back and bite them in the ass one time. Yeah, motherfuckers. Yeah. But yeah, so I definitely would have not want to see. I never wanted to see Tom Brady in any way, shape, or form over there.
But he was close.
I would have wanted.
He was close.
I know he was close. I know he was close. It was Kraft's call. So I'm happy that Kraft said,
let us keep Tombra
Or-
and ship out Jimmy G. But I'm telling you, Tombra would have been shipped out instead of Jimmy G. the 49ers would have had 7
What
rings.
if? Well, now that you're talking about that, about Tom Brady and all that, and we're talking about New England, rumors and grumblings about over there in New England right now. This is I hate hearing this
going
one
on?
too. Well, New England's also is trying to get up in the Deshaun Watts sweepstakes. They're playing it low key. They're playing it real
Yeah.
low key.
Do you really think Deshaun Watson wants to go to New England? I don't think so.
Hey, dude, when you have Bill Belichick as your coach,
Well, I'm
dog,
thinking
like
it more of like Josh McDaniels is still the OC for the New England Patriots, and Josh and Daniels couldn't get it done with Cam Newton. I don't think he'll be able to get it.
scam.
I don't think
Oh,
he'll be able to
scam.
get it done with Deshaun Watson. That would be just a waste of your time.
But see, now you're but you're comparing right there, fucking apples to fucking rotten peanuts, dude. Shit shit that don't work no more. I mean, Cam Newton was a great quarterback. He had his MVP season and all that. He got to the Super Bowl, and after
But
that,
that's the thing. Then, what would you rather take? Okay, would you rather take New England's wide receiver core